Not in this family.
Right.
You're not going to listen to that black, country, gay rapper. Get him out of here.
Oh, wake up, people in society.
It's the 30th of the month.
It's the 30th of the middle. Shit, 2 days away from the first, nigga. We on and popping?
Popping and on.
Over Redenbacher? Is this thing on? Is this thing on?
Barack Obama?
Do I look fat in the shirt? Do I look fat in the shirt? We out here, in here, swimwear. Welcome. W's in the sky with the welcome to the Jizzy Jets Bake Channel. Niggas, I mean, watermelon versus pumpkin. Just Bake Channel on YouTube. Watermelon versus pumpkin everywhere. VS pumpkin, man. It's Gourd Wars.
There's a watermelon here, there's a pumpkin here, and there's a VS in the middle.
Yo, it's all on top of each other. And it's Antonio
Banderas has sponsored this episode, so hit us up on his hotline, 203-594-6977. Antonio Banderas.
I was going to Antonio Brown, but Antonio Banderas is good because I think we're in 84.
84.
84. That was my Antonio Brown, AB. Which, you know what, I became a big fan of him watching a little bit. He's got this weird way about him where you kind of like you feel like you don't want to like him because he seems kind of arrogant. But he does it in a way where it's presentable and it's not really that bad. And it's like
that's a skill, man. That's a balancing act.
It is, and it's like, man, I shouldn't like you for how you are, but you all right. You know what I mean? Because a lot of his videos, because he has that braggadocious where he's always on like a LeBron. On social media at all times, you know. But
Taco Tuesday with the fam.
Right, shit like that. But when you look at, he goes to high schools and he works out with these kids. Like, you know what I mean?
Gotta respect it.
You gotta respect, like and when you look at his work regimen, the guy, he works his ass off, man. Like his if you get into start looking at AB's like training regimen, like he's really about, you see why he's the best. You know what I mean? Like he puts in work, man, and then he takes the time to go and help the youth, college and high school. You know
who popped up out of nowhere, which I would never expect to do that shit. Brock Lesnar went back to his college to teach his upcoming class like some tricks in wrestling. Where you're like,
fucking Brock.
Yeah, Brock going back to lend a hand like you would not expect.
I'm trying to picture that big ass neck and a cap and gown. I don't know.
Right?
It's like, you need extra seamstress or
you know what's crazy too? He has a daughter.
He does. She don't look like her, does she?
Like same complexion, but not. She don't got the lunchbox fists and shit,
that's
man.
Like good. Thank God for like women.
Yo, imagine coming home to, sir, I like your daughter.
Right.
German suplex.
What do you do? Like,
tossed.
no average niggas coming home to her. She probably won't introduce anybody until a certain age. How old is she?
She's in, I believe, high school.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, don't worry. Daddy's Brock Lesnar.
Ain't nobody
as soon as they
ever
find out,
picking
like, I'm not fucking with her. That's Brock's daughter.
That's Brock's daughter.
You know, but there's always that one guy who's the smooth motherfucker. I'll get her, and then we'll stick around, and I'll not get caught.
You got to think too, like, you know, like Stone Cold Steve Austin has daughters. Can you imagine? Yeah, listen, man, I got her. You know,
listen, I wouldn't want to be like, you know, Mike Tyson. I don't think he has kids. There's no Tyson Jr. You know what? Tyson didn't have kids, huh? I don't know. I don't think Tyson ever had kids. That is something, because you never. I'm thinking about, like, has Mike ever talked about his kids or even had them around him? Or
you know what? I think he has daughters now. Now that you say it, I think Mike Tyson does, because I think I remember him on the Joe Rogan podcast talking about him.
Well, then you know what? Kudos and fucking hats off to that nigga right there, because not for nothing, they never were in the tabloids. I don't recall ever seeing his kids being in the limelight. He kind of did a good job then of keeping them out of the shit, you know.
I tried to search Mike Tyson kids. It pops up. I accidentally hit kiss, and then there's a picture of Mike Tyson kissing a pigeon. Go back to it. Mike Tyson. Oh yeah, he's got daughters. And he looks like he has a son as well. He has two daughters, and oh man, he's got even more. I'm sorry. He has one, two. I don't. And then there's just one name here for Morocco. So I don't know if Morocco's boy or girl. But how about his oldest daughter? Looks like his oldest daughter here. Exodus Tyson.
Exodus.
Exodus, baby.
He was feeling it when he fucking.
Yeah, that was ecstasy that made him feel like calling his kid Exodus.
That was like when he jumped out the limo with all the unknown white powder around his nose that he
Right.
chose not to wipe off. He said, "I'm gonna name my kid Exodus." You knew that's what he had in his mind
By all
right there.
means, this is all shit I probably would never say to his face.
Hell no.
Mike, 50-year-old Mike can still fuck somebody up. I don't give a fuck what you say, man. Mike,
Yo.
you see him now, it's like he still got it.
Listen, I'll say, man, I imagine that you never forget how to throw a punch. Listen, now it might not have the same velocity, it might not have the
Right.
same, but you know what?
He's not training, but
Regardless, man, Roy Jones Jr. could lose 12 professional fights in a row, man. If I walk up to him, he can hit me with a 2-piece and just leave a biscuit and let
Right.
it bake in the sun. You know what I mean? And just be like,
You
I'm going to
sit
leave
there,
that. That's going to be a
take
raw
that,
biscuit.
that's-
When you wake up, you'll have the biscuit
you
that'll be
have
cooked.
a
You know what I'm
golden
saying?
brown delight, nigga, on your chest plate.
I mean, he knocked me out, but I woke up to a biscuit, so it was cool.
I mean,
You know what I mean?
it was
Fuck
all right.
it.
And he left a slither of butter, nigga. He's a nice guy, you know. But it's like, yeah, I wouldn't want to fuck with those guys, man.
Hell no.
I mean, like God, the guy who's married to Layla Ali, like, yeah, okay,
Right?
nigga, do the dishes, all right, baby. Babe, you go? No, I'm just kidding.
The
babe.
guy that married Ronda Rousey is a UFC fighter, so at least he could protect himself if she gets
Right,
wild.
at least
you know?
it's like their foreplay is like fucking grappling, I guess. So I mean, you think about it, it probably is, man.
Yeah.
It's like, who
Babe,
can
you
get-
want to get on top about? Let's see.
let's
Let's see. You know what I'm saying? Let's see.
who top about it? Like, you know how we handle. You know how we
Uh-huh.
handle. We're gonna flip a coin, nigga. You know, man.
Let's
flipping
see what
coin.
happens, boo.
You are the coin. I will flip you.
True. But yeah, man, welcome to episode 84, Watermelon versus Pumpkin podcast. As you see, we're not in a car right now, man. We are in my brand new deluxe, beautiful. I mean, we ain't going that crazy, but man, we are in my domicile right now.
Yeah, yeah.
We in the Nook, as you see, the Nook. The Watermelon versus Pumpkin Nook. As we go and as we expand, we're going to be adding beautiful things in the background for our people watching us on YouTube. We'll make this space our own, if you will.
Dare I say, gourd decor?
Wow, I like it. Gourd decor.
Gourd decor sounds like it should be a brand.
We go hoard in the yard with the gourd decor.
The gourd decor on them. Yes,
That's beautiful.
We are in an 84 now. Shout out to Randy Moss too. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Randy Moss, another 84. It's a god.
Definitely.
Big tall nigga with the dreads.
True, but yes, welcome. Episode 84. We still doing it. Like I said, man, we popped out the car. We in the residence right now. Watermelonversuspumpkin.com. Watermelon vs Pumpkin. Hit GBI Clothing. You know all the links are down below. You can listen wherever you want to listen. If you're watching us on YouTube, we appreciate it. Hit like, share, and subscribe. Check out the other videos that are in there. You see the cooking videos, see all that. Tell a friend to tell a friend, man. Keep these downloads going. Hit up the hotline. I don't know why I said that like a foreigner, but I just went, hit up the hotline.
Line right next to the oak.
To the oak. 203-594-6977. Leave us a message. Leave us a text. Let us know what it is.
And shout out to those, you know, I think when I last time I looked yesterday, we were at 308 or something like that, 309
We
subscribers.
nice, because last I looked we were $2.99. I forgot to mention it
Yeah,
last
it
week.
was
so we
like
passed
308 or
300.
something like that I saw.
Nice.
So like shout out to you niggas that's, you know what I mean, still logging in, man. I know the views ain't showing on YouTube, but you niggas is there. And we still giving y'all content and we gonna give y'all more, man.
Yeah, man. Like, share, and subscribe.
what I
That's the
mean?
thing. To
kitchen
don't
will be
keep it
back
to
open.
yourself.
Yeah.
Don't make it a secret. Tell them that we out here.
And in here and around here.
Swimwear.
Swimwear. All at the same time, nigga. We channeling the inner chi. Man, I saw a book about Tai Chi. Not my boy's baby mama and shit. That's her name too. By the way, shout out to Tai Chi. But they had like somebody left a Tai Chi book there, you know, and I was like, let me thumb through it because you know it's all about like self-massaging Tai Chi shit.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, what's this? And bro, I thumbed through. No, I don't know why it was like the first. It's like one of those, and it just so happens to open to that page. It was all a diagram about like the anus and Tai Chi zones and like zones of like inner, like it was like you here you put your, and it was like descriptive, like your finger goes inserted here, and then it's like, and then you do some kind of breathing thing, and it's like this weird fucking Tai Chi self-massaging shit through the ass. I
Whoa.
thought that was very interesting, and I was like, okay, at that time I was like, I don't think I don't want to know, but I do.
I don't wanna. Well,
It's
maybe.
like, but it's interesting, but it's like I don't
Yep.
want to stick my finger in my butt.
No, I'm not going for it.
You know, but they say that's a thing. That's just like with the whole you want a mind blowing orgasm, let her stick a quarter of the finger up there. And it doesn't make it gay, but it makes it awkward for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't think I'll feel gay, but I think I'll just feel like, yeah,
I don't know if I can let it all go like that.
right. It's like I usually shit out.
The body is exit and enter holes, and some
Right,
are only
it's-
one way. So
Right. Nostrils, air,
Mm-hmm.
oxygen, drinking, liquids. This is what I do.
no, but the body is amazing, as you said with the Tai Chi thing, to where I bet you it works. You know what I
Right.
mean?
And that's
I
the
bet you
thing.
it
Is like,
works.
there's a little Asian man perched on a fucking dock somewhere with 3/4 up, nigga.
Meditating,
Hum.
quote, meditating.
Meditating on the dock of the bay, nigga.
That's true, man. I would tell you something that I probably would have rather stuck a finger in my ass than done what I did. IKEA, great prices, and that's what you think. But then you get home and you're like, oh, I have to put this shit together. Now listen, the chairs that we're sitting
IKEA.
on right now, I put together this past weekend, and
You had to
these
put
weren't bad.
You put these together too?
I put these together too, and these
They-
weren't bad. Because
I would say, is there no boundaries, IKEA? Like, wait, was it just the legs?
no, these are
This too?
three. These are 3 pieces, and then included with the back, and then you had to put on the legs as well. These
Wow.
were straight. These were only like 20 minutes each to put
Okay,
together.
a couple screws,
But
boom, boom, boom.
the TV stand was a fucking 3.5-hour process yesterday. That was some wild shit to where. Now thinking back, I was like, yo, I would have paid double for the shit to just be done. You know,
That's so true, man. This
for the
is
shit just to be done, and because now I got the 2-drawer dresser for the little nightstand thing to still put together, and I got the what I'm going to put all my clothes in. I got
Right,
that
right.
dresser left too, and it's a struggle. But you know what? Happy to be in my own
Listen,
domicile.
When
believe
it
me.
comes to the dome being covered by truth, nigga.
Jerome's niece.
Ain't no way
Forever.
around it, Jerome's niece, man. Shit, yeah, man. So we nice and comfy, man.
Yo,
You
but
know?
speaking of
IKEA, shout out to IKEA.
Shout out to IKEA, 'cause honestly, I have-
horse
oh!
Swedish meatballs.
that's why I brought it up, because IKEA, how I had mentioned a couple of weeks ago, perhaps last week, about a woman breastfeeding in IKEA.
Oh,
This week,
was it a big deal or
run it back. Not a big deal. But like I said, not even as a man, as a human being, there's a titty out. Oh, whoa, okay, there's a titty out over there. You just
I
notice
acknowledge
it. It's
the
not
teat.
like, listen, I'm not drooling, I'm not staring there, I'm not
Right.
doing anything, but there is a titty out. Now listen, for
I'm aware. It's awareness, people.
exactly, it's beware your surroundings. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I feel spider sense. Because for the same for women, you have to think if a man had one ball out the short. Listen, and if it was for whatever purpose it might be,
Right.
you're
He
going
might have
to
some
notice.
kind of
And-
testicular problems where they have to breathe.
and I'm
Every
not
so
saying that you're going to sit there and stare at it. I'm not going to say you're going to walk up and try to touch it, lick it, whatever. All I'm going to say is you're going to notice.
You're
And this
like,
is the
oh.
woman who we're in a checkout, and I went there Saturday night. Lines, you know what I mean? Lines are back to where, way out. We're at least 10 carts deep. She's in front of me, along with maybe her partner, maybe her friend. I'm not sure. But the funny part is, so it's going slow, and she's got 3 kids that are just. I don't have kids. I'm not judging, but
Right.
they're rambunctious. You know what I mean?
Right,
They're
little
running
badass
everywhere.
baby niggas.
And then, so there's like 3 wild kids running around, and then there's the one that she has on the breast. And she was so entrenched with the kids and yelling at them and trying to get them in line, whatever. The baby had finished
go.
breastfeeding.
Right.
So now this woman
Titty out.
just has a titty out. Like what? I don't give a fuck. Lil Kim. And now, because you could tell, like, she's so stressed by her kids that just this is an occurrence.
Right.
This doesn't
she don't
matter.
give a shit about that titty.
She don't give a shit about the titty. It's out. Like I said, once again, I'm not staring, but I'm
staring.
alive,
It's-
and I'm
it's-
noticing that. All right,
Hey,
that's
man.
happening. I'm trying to look over here, but out the corner of my eye, I still see it, and it's just hilarious that. Then, so like she finally gets the kid, she stops, and then she's like, tucks it back in. I'm like, you.
Oh,
It was
flip.
just-
Not even like, oh my God. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah, just like,
fucking titties out. What the
got
fuck?
it.
It's
Tucked
a
it back
titty.
in.
It was art at one point. You
Yeah.
know, now it's like, we got to understand that's like, we're guys, man. I like titties. I like to look at them.
But
Yeah,
it
to
was
learn.
just funny to see a person to get to that point where you could tell she was so stressed that it's like, listen, my titty is out in public and it does not matter.
doesn't
you know what I mean?
matter.
Like I
That's
said, the
like-
baby was done, and the baby was like napping now, and the titty was still out flopping.
That's
and
the
it was
kind
amazing.
of footage you show like a little kid. Like, you want to have kids? Look at this.
Right.
Titty out in the mall, yelling at children. Now I'm just trying to like, it's a funny image to me to see a mom disciplining her kids and yelling at them while her titty's bouncing around.
Exactly.
Like one of them, just one out, and she's yelling, and it's fucking.
It's like,
swinging.
Jeremiah, will you please just
Right.
boom?
And you know, when it comes to the aggressive hand gestures, now the titty's jiggling weird.
flopping.
It's a weird sighting. It's just like watching. If you would ever think of watching two women box butt naked, you know, I think like titties bouncing around boxing is gonna look strange. You know, you're gonna stare like these are boxing titties.
Someone might catch a right hook to the titty. You never know.
You
But
get
I mean,
that
that's
wobble.
I think it's been. I think I'm at a 50%. I won't say success rate, but a 50% rate of when I go to IKEA. I'm telling you, 2 out of 4 times I see a titty.
Yeah. IKEA is the hub, man. It's titty hub. So if you're a pervert and you're listening and you want to look at a titty, right, make your way down to your local IKEA.
IKEA, yeah. If you don't got money for a strip club,
Right.
make your way down to
And it's
IKEA on a
free.
Saturday night.
You don't gotta pay them shit.
Man, and I'll tell you, one of the beautiful things is I live now. Like I said, man, I made my way out to West Haven, so I will be throwing up the dub. And I live now 9 minutes from IKEA, and I live 6 minutes from a Target. And
Right. Oh no, you
beautiful
like
thing.
that whole post road area is like
Post
the Mecca.
Nays.
You got the Mecca right there, and
Yeah.
it's every fucking store you can think of.
Nah,
Even
man,
clocking
it's
in
good.
an Uber Eats, nigga, you close.
I know.
to the hubba.
Man, I'll tell you, I haven't had a chance to get out there and do any Uber because of just the move in general.
Right.
Where, man, if I turn this camera, you would see, all the belongings in my life.
Under construction.
Yeah, exactly. Under construction.
Please pardon the appearance. We forgot to, that's what people say, right? You got please pardon the appearance right now. We're just moving in.
Yeah, they had that at IKEA and a couple places too, where it's covered, and they're just like, pardon our appearance while we whatever
Right.
spruce up the room. But I'm telling you too, man, certain things, IKEA is great for. Like, I got a dish drainer. You know what I mean? Where we do the dishes and put them in there. That shit was $2.99. Amazing.
Okay. Right,
But-
and then you're
like,
talking about getting shit that's it does a job. I mean, if
Yeah.
you want a wooden one or a stainless steel one, by all means,
Exactly.
go pay the $50 for it. You know what I mean? But it's like I'm putting dishes in it.
yeah, and it's draining the water out. That's it.
Right.
But then even too, man, I still haven't made lighting decisions yet because I'm gonna probably want to get a couple lamps in here, things like that. But there's really like this lamp is $7.99. This lamp is $79.99, and I'm like, I don't know the difference.
I know. Is it just one's gonna break quicker?
Yeah.
Is that the only thing I think is functionality is this shit just not a good product?
Right.
Like it's gonna die. The wire's gonna go short. I mean, at the end of the day, what we're really trying to say is titties are out in IKEA. And heighten your awareness.
Titties are out in IKEA, and the lights are different prices.
Be aware, folks, or should I say, be aware, yo. This guy, just put him in the bathroom.
Now, hit us up on the hotline if you might. Let us know the last time you seen a wild titty in public. 203-594-6977. That's a call or a text. Let us know what's up.
I know. It's like that weird moment, like when you're a kid and you start getting in that, weird, like really seeing things. You no longer like can just go with mommy places, so she can't come in the bathroom with you anymore. And, you know what I mean? It's like now you're at that weird stage, and if it's the mom might be cleaning something, and maybe a titty pops out. I'm like, oh, that mommy's titty? What it was? I don't know what I'm seeing. Why am I
don't want to see
seeing
that. I don't wanna see
what is that, mommy? It's pale. Stop it. I'm gonna go back and check out this other stuff I've been watching online with the first porn I ever seen. What was it? The Devil and Miss Jones. Should have known. Danger lie of foot.
Now,
It was a strange one.
Speaking of wild kids and shit like that, I'm not sure the state. I don't know if you caught the state from the article, but little kids, man, they catching assault charges out here.
Assault charges in and around. That was in Michigan.
Michigan. In the D. It's cold in the D.
The M.I. Flint dirty water niggas. Yeah. So Michigan, the kid was 10 years old
10 years old.
and was arrested for aggravated assault in a dodgeball game at school. I don't know where. It's like, I know you have to pause and go, right.
Yeah, I want to know, like, did he say, all right, I'm done throwing balls, I'm throwing hands? Was it, what the fuck,
The article
man?
when I was saying this, they didn't see, because all the article did when I was reading was they just kind of dove in and they turned it into, drum roll please, a race thing. Because I think the kid that was hit with the ball was white and the kid who threw it was black.
I think that's okay though, right? Because it's only if somebody white does it.
Well, their attack is like, well, the kids got arrested for aggravated assault.
That's what it is.
Because he
yeah,
was black.
Because he was black.
And they're saying that, well, the standards of punishing black kids compared to white kids at certain ages are different.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I think for me it goes more area based. You know, it's a poverty stricken area, and the poverty stricken areas in this country are majority is black. You know what I mean? Or Latinos. It's like minorities in this country or in poverty stricken area. That's what it is. You know, unless it's like really like trailer park shit. You know what I mean? Like that's a poverty too. But of the majority, our bigger cities and bigger poverty stricken areas, those are them. And so now you got it happening more, and it's like more black kids are getting arrested. You know, it's tough, man, because it's the area too. You know, you got kids that are just more getting into shit, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As opposed to like some of the suburban neighborhoods that aren't. Crime is not a thing. You know what I mean? It's drugs, prostitution, like that's not in fucking Cheshire somewhere. There's drugs, but it's all behind closed doors. Nobody's out there posted up like, yo, what you need?
Yeah, it's occasionally some kid will get caught with an ounce of cocaine. Right. Some rich kid.
There's not crackheads running around the streets and fucking getting bottles out of the trash cans. Like these are shit that people are. So I don't know. My whole thing was that it could have been that. I don't know. Because there are some fucked up people. But I think that to me was almost like a form of discipline that probably went totally wrong for them. You know what I mean? Like you're fucking aggravated assault on a 10-year-old.
Well, I think racism has now I think it's losing its luster because racism is
getting attached to everything.
Like, dude, we jumped from Me Too to racism because right now racism that's the hot button. No matter what happens, if we are different races, it's racism. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's fucking nuts.
Right. And the gays are like, what about us?
Well, hey, February's over, you know what I mean? And then it's funny too, because man, now all those companies, they took that rainbow filter off. I'm sure Adidas don't got it on their page, Nike don't got it, Best Buy don't got it, Target don't got it no more. It's okay, that month is over, so we're done with that, because now it's like that Pride Month is just promotion now. Right. It's like, well, we'll sell all our rainbow stuff now,
and then it's gone.
Cool, then
I'll
we're
go back
done.
to my family and tell them I hate gay people, but I want to make money off them.
Right.
So, but I don't know. This kid's facing. I mean, that's stupid. Aggravated assault. I mean, I don't even know if the article said that they put the kid in cuffs or not. Like, is that what we're doing now? We're putting 10-year-olds in cuffs. What is he gonna do?
Well, I remember when I was in high school, there was an announcement, and there was a hey, from this point forward, if you get into a fight and you say the words, I'm going to kill you, you will be arrested, you will be taken to jail, because that's a threat. And that's a threat.
Right. That's the kid that in school that was like, I'll blow this fucking place up. Yeah.
Yep.
So guess what? You're
done,
arrested,
son.
Right, you're getting arrested, probably expelled or suspended. But Michigan, you got dirty fucking water, and you got fucking shitholes all through Detroit. There's a fucking abandoned city there.
Yeah.
Let's get things together besides arresting 10 years old. I think you got more on your hands than fucking, there's more murders and shit in those streets out there than fucking a 10-year-old hitting somebody with a dodgeball.
And then I wonder too about the police that show up. Well, who the fuck is that person? They're like, yeah, honey, I'm eating dinner later. Yeah, baby, I had to arrest a fucking 10-year-old today.
Right. And that could have been more. And I, you know what? You got to blame the parent of we'll call him victim, I guess. It's like, you want to press charges on that one?
I know.
You know what I mean? It's like,
then there's that too of did he get arrested from the school? Was he called to the school? Was it all that?
That is a good one. Because then it's like, to me, it's like, this kid's getting arrested. You still got to go to that other kid's parent. And that parent should have been on a step of no, we're not going to do this. We're not pressing charges. Please don't arrest this kid.
We'll teach Timmy how to duck.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Tim, come over here. Your dad's been trying to work on your eye-hand coordination. You didn't see it coming or what? It's like, that reminds me of that story of, but this was obviously, a different era. Guy I worked with, Mikey Franz. Shout out to Mikey Franz. But, he was going to school during this late 60s, 70s era. Which is definitely an era where shit was still going on.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So he said he remembers, it was in the 70s, fucking Roots came out. And it was the big, swelling of it from everybody. And he said he remembers being part of the kids. They lined him, the black kids in the gym class, lined him and all the white kids up and threw fucking basketballs at him. It's like,
payback. Yeah.
The payback. And it's like, I get the adrenaline, but come on now. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? It's like, you know, who knows now if that kid turns into that fucking a neo-Nazi, you almost gave him the fuel for it. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, people tend to run with one-time occurrences, man, and run with that as gospel for life. You know what
Exactly, because to some people they would turn that into, you know what happened to me when I was young. Like he could tell you the story as a happening, but then somebody else could be like, hey, you know what they did to me when I was in school? They blind us up, and
he'll say they, and it probably was one kid. You know
exactly,
what I mean? Like and that happens a lot too when somebody's younger. You know, they get bit by a dog and they just grow up hating dogs, and it was one bite, one dog. You know what I mean? It's like they're all bad. You do the same shit with people; they're all bad. You're hitting a wall there, folks.
Yeah.
Not all people are bad, but a lot of them are.
Yep. Yeah, too many people go with the blanket statements.
Yeah, so bottom line, don't move to Michigan. If you got kids especially, don't move there. They'll arrest them at 10 years old.
Yo, and if you've never felt the sting, okay? If you've never felt the sting of a dodgeball cranking you in the fucking head because you saw, you know, whoever it was that was on the other end, because you knew the
You knew the whippers, you knew the whippers, man. The motherfuckers that had it is like, okay, you're the
and
athletic
they would
kid.
lead you like you were Jerry Rice, but you were not a participant that was into it. Yo, I remember just going for it, trying to run past, and then, bing! Oh, I could feel it.
Yeah,
I could still feel it.
I mean, you ever get your back bent in when the chest, like the back blade just
Yo, because that's a wild thing too. Just like say if you spank somebody's ass and then put your hand on it again, you feel it gets hot. Because that's the thing too, where that takes you ping and then it gets hot.
Impact brings heat, folks.
Yep. What is the name of this episode? Impact brings heat.
Listen, so get the fuck out of Michigan. Stay away, and then hide your 10-year-olds.
True.
Hide them from the world, niggas.
See, now what should happen is their families should have to play dodgeball against each other. You know what I mean? The fucking
for family rights.
The two families should.
It's like the Montagues and Capulets,
right? Like Family Feud. Just no, you on this side, you on this side. Play the damn game.
Listen. Oh, excuse me. I'm with that.
Because that'll fuck up that kid's life, man. You're fucking 10 years old and you got arrested. Like,
yeah. Fuck up
that.
your life, man. You know what fucked up my life the other day? Playing around with the Face app.
Ooh.
Listen. These are great things. If you don't know, I know people are saying shit. I've talked to, like my little sis. She like my little sis, Reese, who, when I told her I fucked with it.
Crystal Little Reese.
Don't do that. Now they got you. Got who? Got what? The Russians. There's this big thing with the Russian spies in this app, and that they get your information through your. But I'm like, well, these are just pictures I was using that they did it to. So they can't do it unless I use the app. I don't get what you're saying.
What it seems to be is that it's the you know how you download an app and then they're asking for the permissions and shit. Basically all the shit that you skip past, and I don't mean you. I mean
in general, right?
In general,
accept.
Exactly. Accept, and that's where I saw people were talking about. You basically just give them the rights to everything on your phone,
and that's because my lady, she shout out to you, baby boo. She's the tech for phones, and so she shows me a lot of that shit when I'm like downloading apps. She showed me that you got to make sure before you install, scroll all the way down, hit the read more, go all the way down, because there's some of them they'll allow, and if you see a bunch of different other ones, they're all given access. That's when you start getting ads and bullshit coming because they open up that window to a bunch of other things that you're accessible to. So I'm like, I didn't never know that because I used to always install shit, just install it. You know what I mean? Let me check this out.
Oh yeah.
I try to.
Then there's a lot of you give them access, because I even saw a girl online was talking about. I guess on certain phones you have your normal pictures, whatever, and then you have like locked pictures.
Okay.
And she was saying even on that thing, it asks you for access to your locked pictures. It asks for access to all this stuff. And then that's the thing of, I don't know how obviously all those programs are made, but it seems to be one of those, it's really cool, it caught on, and then you kind of figure out like, oh shit, what did I click on?
Right. What did they get me caught up in? Like I'm caught in some shit right now. And it's like, my whole thing is like, if you're worried about that for the Russians, what are they spying on you about? What do you know what I mean? Like I said before, I have nothing to hide on that level. Mm-hmm. The only thing you do is I get it, you feel violated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, oh my God, they just took it from me. I'm violated.
But even to that note, bro, none of us looked at what we were given Facebook permission to do. Like, you don't understand.
It was just the hot thing to do.
It
was the hot thing to do when you do it.
because they sell data. That's what it is. Their big thing is they sell data. And all we all did was fill out a fucking questionnaire of like, oh, this is my name, this is where I live, this is my birthday, this is my.
I mean, I didn't put any bank account numbers. I didn't do any of that. You know what I mean? I don't know who did that.
Yep.
But I don't know if they you can save from where you link your credit card to somehow get back to Facebook.
Well, I think how they tried to get all that stuff was because now if you have a fan page or just a page in general, whatever, that people say if you have a music page that people like, when you put out a post, it doesn't. Not everybody gets it on their timeline. Like you literally have to pay to promote it to the people that already like you. Oh, you know what I'm saying? It's a crazy thing now.
Wow. Yeah, I'm not even booking no more like that.
No,
I have it. I check it out here and there. But it becomes such the normal standard. Like when you talk to somebody.
Yeah.
Did you see what someone posted the other day? You see, and then they get like, oh, you didn't like. They get such a shock when I like, no, I didn't see. I don't do that. I'm not scrolling all day looking on all. People can put a lot of hours into just scrolling. Which don't get me wrong, I'm not anti. Like I like the internet.
Everybody's got their own thing.
I got my little social media shit, but it's not everything. You know what I mean? Like people make it everything. Did you see? They got to bring all the business there. They got to say what they're doing, how much they're doing, and what everybody's a celebrity. Everybody's a celebrity, so it makes it hard for anybody.
Well, a lot of people get it confused that your friends list is not your fan base.
Right.
But try to tell people that.
I know. It's like Facebook should have had a music section. Like this is for like the MySpace kind of, because MySpace was usually more music, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this is for those people, and then we'll change just a little jargon. It'll be fans instead of friends. Does it help everybody? Associates. Can we get associates?
Because I promise you, man, I've seen that shit before. People posting stuff like, man, I got 600 blah, blah friends on here, and only 12 people showed up to my show. Because they're not your fucking fans.
Right.
They're not
Let's go with fans and friends, and let's.
Yeah.
13
A lot of people get it twisted, but I will say that Face App shit is scarily accurate.
Listen, it was if y'all got a chance, go to Face App. I got it in the Google Play Store. Make sure go get that. And then you look at it. I think when I was looking at it, it was over. I want to say either 10 or 100. I want to say it was so high as 100 million downloads. Like.
Let me look at it right now.
Yeah, because it's like one of those things. Like it's either 10 or 100.
It's popping.
It's like when you see that, it's like okay, a lot of people are getting it. It's a little more trustworthy. That's my own little advice for y'all. When you go into that Google Play Store and you see something and it's like, oh, but it's like ranked like 4 stars. Look at how many reviews that star's got.
4.5 stars, 2 million reviews, 100 million plus downloads.
Fuck.
Face App Inc.
Yeah. Listen.
Let's see what the people say that put 1-star review though. 1-star review from Shameka Dittman, which is my new rap name. On 7/26/19, why would I allow for Face App to have each and every one of my photos in their server? I've been seeing all these cute photos with aging face filters, hairstyle filters, so I thought to myself, let's give Face App a try. Unfortunately, my time with Face App was short. I gave it 1 star. I did not even make it into the app. Also, I couldn't post with 0 stars. Also, I couldn't post 0 stars. To make an app that keeps your pictures, your personal pictures, and your kids and your family on their server is a total loss of privacy. Yeah, it's people that start reading into it and they get kind of paranoid.
But my thing is like it's a total lack of privacy. You're putting your fucking photos online.
Yeah,
there's no privacy.
It's
they think they're safe,
It's the new coverage. It's the, not to get into it, but it's, Trump got people trapped in cages and everybody forgets that Obama did it as well. To where it's like, bro, look at Instagram. When you post anything to Instagram owns it. You're done.
Right.
That's how it works. When you post anything on Facebook, like, you already gave up all these, and just now that somebody found it out about Face App, they're just like,
crazy.
oh my God, but you see it, but here? It's like, no, this shit's been, you lost it all already.
You agreed to give up your rights, and then
and
then got upset when you found out they were taken away from, like, it's not yours. We're going to use it. And,
yep. You didn't take the time to read it, which nobody else did, and I'm not faulting you because I don't do that shit either. When I find something that I want, click.
But that's my whole thing. Is like, people, if you don't want your photos to kind of be out there, then don't share them on social media. Don't keep them off the internet. You know what I mean? It's like, haven't you learned by now? Like, there's so many hackers that people are doing that all crazy shit. Like,
that's what, who was Whoopi Goldberg shitting on? Whoopi Goldberg was going nuts on one of the girls that recently got their shit hacked, their cloud hacked, and she was like, Stop being stupid. You know what happens. You put the shit on there. Somebody hacks it. They got it.
Right.
That's what it. Don't
You're
do
doing,
that.
Right. You're
you know.
doing the whole like stuff, intimate stuff with. You gotta, I say at that point, go invest in the old school shit and go buy you a nice old digital camera. Keep all your shit there. Keep it on the SD card. Keep it close.
Yeah.
Not on VHS tape. Shout out to our.
And I fully, go with the whole. Yes, nobody should be hacking into your stuff and taking it. And you should be able to have it, but we live in a world where you don't. So just tighten up. You know
tighten
what I
up.
mean? Like,
You know it's happening.
Yeah.
Look, I pay witness to a fucking. My lady used to tell me about this. She said there's a group of like, she works for a mobile place that's in the Target. You know? So now with they do these things there where a lot of times you get like mobile devices or whatever. They have like gift cards. You get shit promos. You can get gift cards through Target. Now these guys come in with gift cards. I don't know where they get. She said like a group of Asians. I don't know if they're Chinese or Japanese, but there's usually a group of them. They come in they want to come in. They come in with these gift cards, and they buy expensive shit. You know what I mean? And then they get it, and then they leave, and then they'll have somebody else come back in, and it's like because they start watching it and they limit them, but there's nothing they could do because it's legit, but it's a scam at the same time. And I watched it. I witnessed because the guy came in, the Chinese guy came in. He bought two big I don't know if he's Chinese, forgive me, Asian descent. He had two big Texas Instruments, fucking calculators.
Yep.
And they were going for $100 a piece. So he clocked out $200, and she was sitting there telling me, she's whispering, and she goes, "Look, this is a scam they do. They always come in, they keep adding money to these cards, and it's all legit. They're doing, and it's like there's no way we can stop it because there's no way it looks legit, but there's something they're doing because Target they have to start. They limit them. They go, no, only 2 for the day." Because they're coming, they fucking buy all the gadgets and they probably go resell them.
Huh.
You know what I mean? So what I watched him, what he did, he bought these 2 big Texas Instrument things. He used his card, swipe or whatever. He's laughing, giggling. Oh, how much I got with the balance? Oh, okay. And he gets his shit in the bag, and now he's like, okay, take care. And he whips out his phone. And now he's walking around. He walked around for 10, 15 minutes. Walked around, came back. I'm gonna get 2 more. And the kid said, "Nah, we're too limited," because he's already telling security because they've been watching these guys. So it's like, what do you want me to do? They said, tell him he's done for the day. That's it. Only two allowed for the day. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Oh, okay. And then they'll go to the next target.
Yeah.
Do this and they do it and they're fucking getting and they're flipping. There's something, and it's all them going online. Numbers,
they're doing something
and adding money to it.
Well, because that's the thing too. Like I'll say, with my credit card rewards, I always get Amazon gift cards, and when you get an Amazon gift card, all it is a string of numbers on the back that I type in, and then the shit gives me $10 credit on. So
if they can
however
get their hands on
people
shit like that,
however people do the number flipping, whatever it is, like shit, I'm sure that's just random number generator. Hey, and it works.
Because the shit that don't make sense to like somebody like me or the average Joe, when you look at a computer screen with just a bunch of fucking numbers and letters, and codes. Like somebody knows what that is. You know what I mean? Somebody could fucking debunk that and figure that shit out. You know what I mean?
True.
So it's like those guys are really fucking bright over there. If we haven't noticed.
Yeah. Yep. They're hustling.
Like not for nothing. Yeah, Apple's a good product and everything, American Apple, but all that shit is made over there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like all these phones are made over there. So if they're fucking smart enough to do that, they could fucking put things in here that we wouldn't even know. Okay, we'll just add that in there and device and shit, and why they can hear everything we're doing. Hey man, I'm a firm believer in a little slight conspiracy of the takeover, man. Maybe they want to learn everything about us and how we run in order to take over.
The craziest one though is the thinking. That's the one that always bugs me the fuck out. Is I just thought of something, but oh shit, I don't like that. I don't like that because you say it out loud. I get that. That's that is what it is. Whatever. But
the microphone's on at all times. But I mean, that's just like I ran into a lady that worked in this building. I was seeing. And she had a dog. So I was talking to her, I love dogs and stuff. So I'm talking about her dog, and she was saying it was a rescue.
My dog's at.
You know what I mean? And something happened there where they had put that tracking chip in the dog. And I was like, dog, that's a thing. It's like, yeah, no, it's boom, boom, boom. I'm like, wow. I said, and then I started getting into my fucking conspiracy seat and put my hat on. Like, hold on, is these? Because they always dry run everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so it's like, yeah. And then they always go animals, and then you go like inmates.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like we try to animals. Okay, we'll use it as a way to I could see it. I would see it's like it's a tracking device on probationary period.
Yeah.
Like okay, you met parole, but in order for you to get parole, you got to put this chip in so we know you're at all times.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Instead of that ankle bracelet shit, it's like, no,
Yep.
this is going to replace the ankle bracelet, but it's going to be very effective, and you're not even going to know, so you don't have to have this big lung.
Mhm.
They're going to make it seem like it's the thing you want. Like, don't worry.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not going to be this big lucky thing around your ankle. It's goes right underneath the skin, but
Yep.
like at some point, that's how it's going to be. Everybody's going to be tracked. That's
Well,
your new social.
Dude, I went to dude I work with went to DR before all the crazy drinks started
deaths.
happening there. But he said on the way back, he went through an eye scanner instead of there was customs, but he said customs was an eye scanner, and he
Wow.
had not signed up. He had not previously had his eyes scanned, anything like that. But boop boop, okay, yep, that's you. Go ahead, and it's like,
What the fuck? Like they compared that.
fuck is
What did
all
they
that?
scan? Like his eye to his ID or to him there?
no, he didn't show ID. He didn't do anything.
Wow.
They scanned his eyes, and they were like, say his name's Bruce. They're
we
like,
know
all right,
that's
Bruce,
you.
you're good.
Like your DNA is logged in somewhere. Somewhere.
Man, they
That's crazy.
dog, what is this all day? Staring at your damn phone. They got
Right.
your eyes. They got everything.
That's true.
It-
I know
say-
my lady has that. What you call it? Shit. Her screen lock is that one with like you line
Yep.
up your eyes and shit. Like I don't know. That's weird. I don't want them knowing my shit.
yeah, but it's that, and then there's cameras fucking everywhere
Yep.
now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
so
true. And it's got to be one big hub just watching everything.
Yeah.
like the goddamn Matrix, man.
no, it's crazy out there. Like we are under surveillance, but
Yep.
I try to look at it as like instead of going tinfoil hat and instead of going wild with it, you just you accept it. You try to you do shit right, and I think
work
you'll be okay
around
with
it, through it, and
Yeah.
if, like you said at the beginning of the evening, if you fucking
When the sun goes down.
well at dusk, if you ain't doing shit, you ain't got nothing to worry about, man.
yeah.
I mean, if you're out there running the streets and doing what you're doing, then that worries for you.
Yeah, because I definitely do feel that, of course, man, yeah, we're being invaded in privacy-wise, but then the other thing, too, is what are you going to do? Dedicate your entire life to fucking,
Living on the land,
yeah. If you want to do it that way, cool.
right?
Make it happen.
I know. It's like I did away with my microwave, but I use hers. You know what I mean?
Justify, my brother,
You know what I mean?
justify.
It's like, man, got on this wave where I was like, damn, I ain't gonna do this fucking microwave no more.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. It's just one less fucking radioactive shit I had to put in my body, I guess.
Yeah.
I think of it like this radioactive shit or whatever. These microwaves are fucking going through going through my food, man, in a weird way, and it's like, yeah, maybe that's doing something. I
Yep.
don't know. You know what I mean? Maybe there's
feel you.
maybe that's why people are fucking. The more here's a good. Oh, and then you think about it, the more processed food we make, and the more processed shit we have, it starts to infect you a little.
Yep.
To the point where this shit turns out that way. And
Yeah.
it's through the food. I don't know. The processed shit is why people are dying from cancers more. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
Red number 5. I don't know what that shit is.
Yeah, I don't know what all that shit is.
Right. It's like that's why old people, like when a guy lived to be a fucking 100 and something, how do you live there? Like he's from a different era where they just ate really like organic
Real
shit.
food.
Right. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah, real food.
real vegetables, real food, real sustenance,
Yep.
and not shortcut shit.
That was the thing when I was watching an interview with Diamond Dallas Page when he was talking, because he did his whole DDP yoga program, and he was explaining it, that it goes along with the diet program of, he's like, we're not doing anything special. He's like, we're just eating how our grandparents used to eat, which is
Right.
how you were just saying, it's just real food. That's all that it is. It's
Right.
just you're eating actual food
Right.
instead of,
I mean, it's like, good quality meat, good, vegetables grown with not like shit where it became such of and a lot of that's just due to the just abundance making, making it at such a big corporate level that we have to cut corners to get the product out because it's being pushed at such a high level. Because back then a lot of people had their own fucking gardens. What I mean? So now it's like not everybody's got gardens. Like no, you have to go to these, and now they're putting shit and adding shit in there to get the produce going quicker. Hormones.
the GMOs.
Right, GMOs. Get them hormones going. Get this shit growing bigger, quicker, faster. Bigger, quicker, faster. That's America's motto. Bigger, quicker, faster. And we're
And also the what's it
Instantaneous.
to deter the bugs that they spray on the plants? All
Oh,
the
the
insecticide
pesticide shit.
Pesticides,
Yeah,
yeah. Because my mom has a small garden set up in her backyard, and dude, you see it how it is with no pesticide and shit like that. Insects fuck everything up.
They
Like
do, right.
it's one of those.
And it's tough because they have to kill them, but then they try to find a product that they say is safe.
Yeah.
Nobody's dying immediately from it, so it feels safe. But who knows? You know what
Exactly.
I mean? Like, just because you ain't died today, don't mean that shit ain't real.
Yeah.
nigga.
Don't mean it ain't stuck there for, they put the gum under the desk for another day. Come on.
So, go get a garden.
Shit is wild, man. Yo, if you got any food advice, hit us up, 203-594-6977. This is the Watermelon versus Pumpkin podcast. Man, big week with, like we were talking before the mics went on, before the GoPro started recording. I didn't know people were still listening to Old Town Road. But you know what?
Yeah.
Hey,
I
more
asked-
power to this dude,
I asked
man.
my daughter and my niece, they're 10 years.
Still jamming it?
They're still going.
Still jamming
Putting
it.
it on. I was just at a, friend's house. Her son came out and he was like, all right. And he's like 9 or something. But I'm like, still?
Yo, but you know what's it's fucking funny, because you got to think about how when we put on I'm waiting for you to finish that because I don't want you to do it. When we put on sorry. When we put on Montel Jordan, you know what I'm saying? How we feel towards that damn song is how they're going to feel when they're fucking 25 years old and they're just like, yo, remember this shit? Boom.
Right. I know. It is.
Oh, I'm going to take my... Like, they're going to be loving that
oh
shit.
Oh, my God. They are. That's the
how
nostalgia.
when we hear, this is how we do it.
Right. Right. Or you hear the epic, doom, doom, doom.
Yep.
Little story, you get the slick
Yeah,
Rick
yeah,
shit
yeah.
going. All right, gather around, kids.
They're going to be, can't nobody tell me nothing. They're going to be feeling it like that.
man.
It's funny that, like, that's going to be their old school. You
They're
know
not
what I mean?
going to be
That's
able to
gonna
move
their
as much.
classic.
When they're old, man, because, we're going to be older, our generation before them, so it's like, but when they're there, man, those all them jerking moves, man, it's Father Time's going to catch up, man.
Yeah.
Unless you're the real healthy old person that
Unless you're the fucking Rolling Stones. They still rock it out at like 70,
How
whatever.
did they do it? They said Tina Turner still can rock too. Somebody told me Tina Turner be working the stage still, and she like 60 something.
I give it up. Yo, Tina Turner's still shaking, man.
Yeah,
She's
it's
doing
like,
it.
damn, you 68 years, God damn, Tina.
Like, yo, Hulk Hogan can't do no leg drop anymore, but Tina Turner can
Right.
still fucking
Stand
shake
those-
that ass.
see the ass, them calves and legs just pakata.
But yeah, so what it was, man, is Lil Nas X, he just beat Mariah Carey and Boyz II Men. I almost said Old Town Road, but One Sweet Day was their joint, and they had 16 weeks at number one, and Lil Nas X with Old Town Road just beat it, so he got 17 weeks, and I'm gonna assume he's gonna go 18,
Probably
maybe
go
19,
18.
because honestly, I don't listen to the radio like that, but what's coming out?
Right.
Like what there is no big.
And you got to remember too, like in those like some of our bigger states here are the southern states. You know what I mean? It's like, so there's more people there, and it's like, they're
yeah.
keeping that shit alive. You know what I mean? Country, what?
Yep.
Oh,
And
thank
that's
God.
still got the yo, you didn't hear this shit yet? To older generations. Like obviously all the younger generations have heard the damn song, but
Right.
they're gonna show their parents of like, oh, you like country music? Well, this is it's a he almost made the damn perfect song of
Right.
like bringing people together.
Right, it is, and it's like, wait, how does this kid? He's not a rapper,
Yep.
but he almost has that like rapper and cowboy look.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then he kind of puts out this song where he's got this real country like
Little
voice
twang on it.
that if he probably went on The Voice, they might not have turned the chair around. You know? But somehow it worked, and then that whole scandal with them telling him he wasn't country
Taking it
enough.
off the- yeah.
taking him off the country pop charts, and he's like, "Fuck your country! I just went best Billboard nigga, for 17 weeks straight. That's insane,
And
man."
put Billy Ray on the and then that's the thing
17
too where
weeks. I'm like, what the fuck? Where's my math at? What is that? It's like 5 months, 5.5 months. That's insane.
yeah, and he
the
keeps
fuck?
doing remixes and knocking those out. So man, more power to him.
Yeah, ride it. Ride that, no pun intended, but ride that shit.
Till you can't no more.
Till you can't no more.
But man, that's the other thing too. I saw somebody complaining about, just mentioning, but times are different. Where they had mentioned that Mariah Carey and Boyz II Men, you actually had to go out and buy it.
Right.
So for them to be at number one for 16 weeks, that was people were going and buying shit for
was real. Nah, support was real. If you went
Yeah.
platinum back and then, man, people really bought your shit. You know what I mean? Because
But the other on the other note too, I do understand the little devil's reject to that is that that was the only option as well.
Right.
Like the only option was to go buy it. So nowadays it is kind of easier, but there was no other choice either. So
Right.
it was what you had to do. So it's
like it was what was the now. Then.
Yeah.
It was in then.
Yeah, they didn't know any different, so that's what it was.
Yeah, but it's support. I mean, to go, million sold, man.
Yeah.
But now it's like a million streamed. It's a different,
Yeah, the streamed. I don't know how the math works, but the stream to how many
Stream to
streams
play
equal a
ratio.
purchase is
Yeah.
it's weird.
Yeah, and like how long do you listen to the stream before it counts as a play?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I always wondered that. Like, how long does that play before? I mean, because people tap on shit all the time. They'd be like, oh no, you know what I mean?
But I do fully understand because nobody is. I could never imagine purchasing a CD or whatever it even would be nowadays. Like, you're not going to go and purchase because you got the store on your phone right here. So
Right. Yeah. Now it's all digital downloads, man. If you want to buy anything, just no. And that's what I always did like about that whole. Because when you got your music, it became a whole experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With getting that, and we mentioned that last week of getting that. The packaging and going through the credits and having that and having the whole setup and everything, and people had their whole CD racks and what I mean, and people
racks on racks on racks.
It was a different kind of feel for it, man.
It was funny because I was talking about I ended up buying a table from IKEA instead of getting a computer desk, but looking on Facebook Market for the computer desk and shit like that. And it was funny the selling points that people have to where some lady was selling one with a big installed CD rack in it. And it was funny that like she had mentioned it in the thing because all I could think of, nobody gives a fuck about the CD rack.
Right.
It doesn't matter that this desk comes with a CD rack.
Right.
If anything, that's more of a hindrance because what the fuck am I going to do with that? I'm not going to put no CDs in
I
it.
know. It's like I could put my paperwork maybe.
Yeah,
Slide
right.
a couple of bills in
My
that
small
motherfucker.
yeah, right. I can put my bills in there.
Becomes like a slot down the side. Yeah. But CDs are rest in peace. But the is strong right now for the nostalgia lovers. I guess a lot of them are out there. The vinyls.
Oh yeah, vinyls.
I mean, we're in fucking. I see them in Target.
yeah.
They had a fucking Dr. Dre Chronic vinyl in Target. I'm like, okay.
Mhm.
I didn't know these shits were selling. The lady at the counter's like, no, they sell.
Yeah.
Right on. All right. It's usually younger people too. They want
Trying to get that old thing.
They
back.
want to get that thing that they never had. Yeah,
Yep.
how do I get that? It's same way that Puff and Biggie said, let's just take these old school songs and remake them, and then we'll get the old people with us too.
There's people that don't know the fucking Rock was a wrestler. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
like, there's
yeah.
people that
He
you gotta,
was?
yeah.
Not all movies.
That there's people that are like, hey, you would probably be a good wrestler, but you don't know. You don't
Right.
know.
You never know the truth until the truth is the truth.
Hello. Reveal it.
Right. But
Speaking of truth and uncomfortable truth that some people don't know, it was funny, man. The U.S. Soccer League, whatever it may be, the president popped out with, the women been getting paid more. So I don't know what.
What you talk about? We're talking about with us.
The uncomfortable truth is that they popped out with the women from 2010 to 2018 had been paid $36 million, and the men had been paid $26 million,
Right.
whatever it was.
And what their beef with, what they'll probably say is like, that's all together though. What about the year of?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
But we're talking about the all together money. I mean, maybe 1 year that one got paid more than this one.
Yeah.
But when you all boil down from the same time frame, you got more.
Yep.
So
But
whether-
it is funny. It's that thing that people just latch onto. Oh, I heard that, so boom,
Right.
we'll go with it, and we'll just fucking
make it truth. Make lies.
yeah.
Make lies truth.
bake lies in the truth.
Well, listen, that's why I know too many of them. Yeah. So what's her name? Rubino. What's her name?
Ruben stuttered.
The big World Cup finals girl with the pink hair.
Oh, I don't know her name, but I know who you're
she's
talking
like
about.
I guess she was the lead in that whole fight for more equal pay. That was
Yeah.
that was her thing. Equal pay. So I mean, I get it. She's gay, so everything's equal. Everything's equal until until it's like, no, it can't be equal if you don't want it to. You know what I mean? It's like it's equal until I say it's not. And then when I say it's okay, I say it's okay. When people could really dictate what happens because of their own personal.
Yeah, well,
whatever.
even like I was telling you, I saw her in an interview, and they were asking her, "Well, how can we get you guys paid more?" And it's literally capitalism. It's you go to the game, pay for the ticket, you buy their T-shirt, you do their like
Support,
it's you actual support.
Where
That's
people
how it
can
works.
see like, yo, this shit is selling.
It's
People
not
want
communism where you just go, we want more, so give us more. That's not how the shit works, and not
Right.
everybody gets paid evenly. Like
Right.
I don't watch either one, but if more people watch men play soccer, then more money is going to be influxed into
Right.
that system. And
Listen, you can't
now
be like,
the women will probably do great with more people watching and more people, but that's how it works. If more people buy your shirts, if more people do your stuff, then more money is available. Now,
Right.
if you guys are selling out millions of T-shirts and you're not getting any money from it, then get your business up, go back, redo the
Right.
contract. However, that's
look
working.
into the market,
But,
do something different.
yeah,
You know, you can't always base it on, the whole loud noise of everything's not equal. It's like, if you're not putting in the work to get that equal, then you can't really, you know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah, yeah.
it's going to sell itself, man. It's like, I can't, as a man, put out a makeup line and get mad that I can't compete with the women. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, yeah. Well, maybe they're doing, they're women are following it's a different mark. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't mean like, I'm pretty sure there's guys that own makeup lines, but you know what I mean? It's just, I'm talking about like your product. You know what I mean?
it's just in general, no matter what the product is, if your product is not as popular as
Right.
theirs, they're probably going to make more money
Gonna
than
make
you.
more money. And, when people do, because you're just more upset about not getting money.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? You turn it into something else. Well, it's because they're men.
Yeah.
Why can't you just be upset that you're not getting as much money because of, hey, listen, I'm out here doing the same. Just pitch your case. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like this and this and this and that. Give numbers. And that's like what we were talking about. What was it? Monique?
Yeah.
You weren't comparing numbers. Like
Yeah,
you went-
Monique wanted a 10,
Right.
20 million,
It's a comedian.
and it was
Monique,
like
for you, I don't know. Yeah.
from Netflix. She wanted a big Dave Chappelle type deal,
Right.
and it's like,
And that's what she said.
I
Well,
don't think
because
you
I'm a
get it.
woman. I'm a woman. And it's like,
no,
we.
it's
well,
not racism, it's not
Right.
sexism, it's not none of that. It's you are like maybe in your own head, in your own mind.
Right.
And listen, she's done very well. She's she's an awesome actor. She's an awesome stand up. I'm not
Yep.
taking anything away from her skill,
Yep.
but I will say. You put you on stage next to Dave Chappelle. I'm watching Dave Chappelle 10 out of 10 times.
Right.
There's
It's-
no
it's-
fucking
it's-
doubt.
It's called popularity. Like some people are
Yeah.
more popular than others, man. And when it comes to that, you're like, oh, there's a show tonight. Like if he was still alive, there's a show tonight where you get a chance to pay the same ticket price to either see Michael Jackson or Usher. You know what I mean? It's like for and you put them both in their prime. You know what I mean? Mike in his prime, Usher in his prime. Who are you gonna go see? Who do you think is gonna get more people to fill the seats? You know what I mean? It's like, Mike was that guy.
It's the free market. It's
Yeah.
open.
You can't be mad. Just go out and get yours, man.
But,
shake your tree.
And I believe it was Mystical that said, "Shake your ass, watch yourself, show me what you're working with." But so to me, people try to call out the type of double standard, and Trump has that situation going on with him right now, and the internet. Trump is, the liberal, and everybody always hates Trump. I hate Trump when he does something stupid.
I don't care for him. Hate is strong, but I don't. He's not my guy. That's all.
Yeah. Same here. But it's kind of that when you see shit, you gotta say shit. When you're just like, oh no, it's so fucking dumb. Like, Donald Trump has been tweeting about A$AP Rocky because A$AP Rocky got in that situation over in Sweden where he got into a fight. It's on videotape. And that's how old I am. It's on cell phone footage. It's on cell phone footage of A$AP Rocky got into a fight. Whatever. He gets arrested. The footage is out there. A lot of people believe that A$AP Rocky should not be locked up because it was a fight and maybe he was hit first. And not everybody knows the whole story, but the beginning of the night, end of the day, Donald Trump is on there.
Right.
He's tweeting, "Yo, free A$AP Rocky." He's not, Sweden, we do so much for you. You gotta help us out here. What the fuck's going on? Free A$AP Rocky. So then immediately the other side and the people that hate Donald Trump for absolutely everything he does go, oh my God, he's just pandering to black fans and he's trying to get the rap crowd.
Right.
And
That's how he's doing it. That's
he
what they
really
do.
hates black people, but now he's trying to say free A$AP Rocky to get the black vote. And like, listen, A$AP Rocky has a lot of fucking fans, but
Right.
I'm not sure that anybody is making that connection of like, yo, Trump, man, he tried to get A$AP Rocky out of jail. I'm gonna vote for him. Like, maybe
That's not the deciding
maybe that
factor.
works for
Right.
some people,
Yeah, I don't
but
think that's the deciding
I don't
factor,
know.
especially with his fan base. I don't even think it's that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And so people go nuts on Donald Trump for that, and then literally the next day, it's Bernie Sanders is sitting down with Cardi B to try to have a conversation and try to figure out how he can get the vote. And it's
right.
Don't y'all, one of these things is just like the other.
Right.
Like,
Isn't that the same thing? But he makes it in a cool poppy way.
Exactly.
Cardi B, you know.
It's Cardi B, and and it's not Donald Trump doing it, so that's great.
And it's like he's like, I'm engaging her. I'm not asking her what to do. I'm engaging in inquiring about information. How can we help?
How do we get to the hood, Cardi? How do we get to the hood?
Do I take a left or right? Is there any GPS? Like, get your shit together, Burn.
No, man, the double standards
it's
kill
all
me.
Politician shit, man. They all they're gonna use whatever card they gotta use to win.
Exactly.
You know, don't be fooled, man. I hate when people get fooled by thinking everybody's that running is, because you like what they're saying more. Don't believe everything they're fucking saying, though. You know, it's because you like what he's saying more than the other guy.
That is the weird thing, to where somehow people have not gotten around to understanding that politicians lie. Like, there's still on the just like, well, I mean, I like what he's talking about. I like what he's saying. It's like, holy shit. Haven't you understood that no matter who you like what they're saying, none of them do that. None of them do it, no matter what.
Right. It's like, get your head out of your ass and look around for a little bit.
Yeah. Take your head out your butt.
Yeah,
and hit us up on this hotline, 203-594-6977. It does exist. It's not a myth.
It's not
Call
a myth.
or text.
I promise you. I promise
this I promise you.
It's beautiful, man. Episode 84, niggas.
Episode 84. We got anything from Florida or what?
I got Florida, man.
You got Florida?
I got Florida. We can't end the show without Florida, nigga.
Yeah, man. We hit an hour here, so let's
Listen,
go into our Florida segment.
I had a Florida man. When we do Florida man, if you pop in a date, any date, we usually try to run with the day we have or a day around it.
The day that we're recording on usually. But if there's a whack one that day, we'll go a day back, a day ahead.
Right. And you pop in Florida man and that date, and you're going to get some crazy shit. Or interesting arrests or stories from the news. So the only one they really showed that I saw here was a Florida man went into a convenience store with an alligator on a bear run and chased people around with the alligator. Yeah.
Did it say the size of the gate?
A 5-foot alligator.
Whoa.
What the fuck? It brings a 5-foot alligator on a bear run to the Florida convenience store and chases customers.
Wow.
Fuck.
That's some Florida shit.
He had an alligator tucked under one arm, tromped into a Jacksonville,
The name
Florida.
of my new band.
Tucked under
Alligator Tucked.
Alligator Tuck. He said a man tromped into a Jacksonville, Florida store.
I can see that, though.
Looking
I
for a
know how he
12-pack.
was walking. I feel you. I know how he was walking. That motherfucker came through tromping.
He put it on Facebook, by the way. It was a quote on Facebook. He looked at the Florida wildlife. That was last year, 2018.
That's amazing.
July 30th. Oh, man. The man could be seen walking through the convenience store with a 5-foot alligator on his arm. The gator's mouth was duct taped shut, and the man could be heard asking, he said, y'all ain't out, what did he say? Y'all ain't out of beer, are you? Oh, okay.
Y'all ain't out of beer, are you?
Y'all ain't out of beer. You know, you got to say with the rednecks. I'm like, wait, what are we doing? Y'all ain't out of beer, are you?
That is funny, though, because you imagine him pulling up to the parking lot if he drove there or if he got a ride there, and, like, you get that, should I leave it in the car? Should I? Hey, man, is somebody going to bust the window because they think it's like a puppy? And there's
someone got to call the Humane Society. I mean, I should bring it in.
Should I leave it in the car or not?
Nigga, you should have left it in the swamp.
Right? You should have left it. And the name of this episode is motherfucker, you should have left it in the swamp.
You should have left it right in the fucking swamp. Florida is the swamp, so get
That's
your
it.
shit together down there, man. Oh yeah, that's I'm young pastry, man. I got a dusty tap. I found it, nigga. I found my dusty cap, nigga. It was tucked.
lightly toasted.
Lightly toasted marshmallow fluff top, nigga. Young past. Right.
If there's an assortment of breads, you better pass the rye.
Pass the rye, nigga, because at the fucking beginning of the day, my nigga.
It's the end of the night.
And then you have been now tuned in to the watermelon versus pumpkin, nigga. VS pumpkin.
The Gore Wars are real. Shout out to the Wumpkins.
Right. Did we mention it? Go get them t-shirts, man. GBI
Oh,
clothing,
yeah.
man. We forgot to mention
The
that,
links
man.
are down below.
Yeah.
Use code watermelon to get 10% off.
Word, get you a bucket hat, nigga. Fucking bucket. You know what I mean?
Get yourself a sock.
You know, I'm young pastry, nigga. I love you, niggas.
Little mattress.
Yeah.
We out. Link down below.